Well, I'm here in Kentucky visiting my daughter and my grandchildren with my husband, and it's cool out. It's starting to get real cold and snow, and so I've got some coffee to keep me warm. My daughter and I went to the store and bought a bunch of apples, got 27 pounds of apples here, some Golden Delicious, some Granny Smith, some Gala, and we're going to get together, and she went outside to get a couple crock pots, and we're going to make some apple butter. Generally, when you're making apple butter, or at least when we're making it, we do 2 crock pots full, because if you only do 1 crock pot full of apples, by tomorrow when it's reduced, it's half reduced down. So I figure if you're putting the time and effort into 2 crock pots, then we'll show you the shrinkage once it's down, once it's reduced to. We've got a lot of apples here. We got a real good deal on them. And we may end up pulling out 1 more crock pot and making more, because I think we're going to be filled up here. But well, we've got all of our apples sliced up and in the 2 crock pots. We're going to add our seasonings and some apple cider to it, get the lids on them in the crock pot, and let them cook overnight. Tomorrow when we come back to it, we'll be able to run it through a colander and mush them out down into the apple jelly and let them still continue to cook. But 1 crock pot will go into the other crock pot. We purchased 27 pounds of apples and ended up probably only using 21 pounds. So we decided we're going to go ahead and slice these up and put them in the dehydrator and make some apple chips. So it's the next morning. We've gone through the night, into the night, and I've cut up extra apples and put inside. And now that it's cooked, literally you can mash all your apples down. And then we're going to still continue to cook on a slow setting and let the condensation, the liquid dry up, condensate, and continue to cook, and we'll have apple butter.
Okay, so here is day 1, roughly about 24 hours of the apples being in the slow cooker. You can see how dark and rich they've got. They've broke down some. We've added some vanilla and ginger, a little bit more sugar. Probably let it go for another 6 hours or so, and then we will get to putting them in some pint-sized cans and putting them in the water bath. Hey guys, so it's been about 30 hours since we started our apple butter. We started with 2 full crock pots, like we're talking full. They were,
The lids like can't even close down.
yeah, liquid pouring out onto the counter after they started boiling. Had a little bit of like a mishap going on. So we're down to about 1.5 crock pots. We're getting ready to break it all down, sieve everything, and move them into just 1 crock pot.
And let it continue to cook down for probably another couple hours.
Yeah, at least. There's a lot of skin and pieces still, so we'll get it smooth and down into 1 crock pot, and then we'll show you the outcome when that's all done. Okay, so here I am. I've taken everything out of the half full crock pot and I put it into a colander with really fine holes in it. And I'm just sitting here and I am smushing the apple butter around, trying to get all the big pieces broke down so everything is nice and smooth. So we got our 2 crock pots through colanders, got all the apple skins out, got everything smooth. We're at a good consistency right now for the apple butter. We are down to just 1 full crock pot after about 21 pounds of apples. We bought 27, but we were only able to get 21 into the 2 crock pots. At this time, you're gonna wanna like taste it, adjust the seasonings, add a little bit more cinnamon if you want to. We added a little vanilla and ginger extra to the pot on top of the seasonings we already used. So we're gonna let it go a little bit longer, and then we are going to get it into our jars, and we're going to water bath can it just like you would a normal jelly. But as you can see, it definitely takes a lot of apples to make apple butter. See, and with the beauty of making your own apple butter is you know what you're putting into it. And in the long run, it is cheaper for you to make your own than if you were to go to the store and buy this much apple butter.
And there's no preservatives. Well, we finished with our apple butter. It turned out so yummy. It's so easy to make. It just is a little time consuming. So those 2 crock pots ended up condensing down to 1 crock pot. We got 12 half pints out of it and then 5 pints. When you figure out dollars and cents wise what it costs for a jar of actual good apple butter, it is cheaper to make your own. And on top of it, you know what you're putting into your apple butter. And so you know that it's just the sugar and the brown sugar and just wholesome ingredients versus the preservatives. So I strongly suggest you try doing a batch of apple butter, especially on a cold winter night like we're doing the last couple days. Woke up this morning with snow on the ground, so give it a shot.
Right?